Prepare for the loading screen. That will be your mind exploding from amazing gaming news. Are you expecting this? I bet you're not. Oh, let's do this.
Hi and welcome to Respawn TV. I'm your host Moose Blend and I'm joined alongside by the ever so effervescent Brendan McKenna.
That was a dictionary term. I didn't even know it.
Bubbly. Exciting. This week we have a lot of gaming news, but first we're going to start off with Irrational Games.
And the fact that it shot me straight through the heart. It's an emotional feeling I'm feeling right now, but a slightly okay feeling. Irrational Games released all but a few employees from their employment, and the fact is that Ken Levine, the leader of the company, creative director.
Leader of the free world.
Yeah, the leader of the free world, decided that he wants to go back to a smaller amount of people because he started out with a team of about 11 people when he made the first System Shock 2 and all that, and he wants to go back to that because he wants to have a closer person-to-person connection with the players.
Just like he did before. It's
yeah,
he's like, kind of. I got rich, lost who I was.
He always talked about indie games and how he was always into those, and he doesn't really like the AAA game scene, so he wants to scale it back and start anew. So that's fun. It's going to a smaller company size, yeah. The BioShock rights have not gone away.
No.
They've been given to 2K Games, which Irrational Games was a part of 2K Games.
2K was their parent company?
Yeah, it was their parent company. So now 2K's just gotten the rights to BioShock. Who knows what they do with it? I'm hoping that after Burial at Sea Part 2, which is the last DLC for this game, they just end the story because it's got a good... I love the series, but it's good to sum it up and end it.
Well, we're going to move on with Twitch. I actually saw this not too long ago, which is a website that's live streaming.
It live streams games?
It live streams games, and they were actually playing Pokemon Red, in which, from what I saw, you can either have an anarchy or a democracy.
It is the first time that a stream has allowed the entire internet to play a video game. Twitch has set up the original Pokemon Red to have every single person that is watching the stream capable of commenting in the chat with like a command, up, down, A, B, and the computer in the live stream reads those actions and does the actions, performs those in the game. And a ton of horrible stuff has happened, but they have been making progress. Like I believe they've gotten 5 badges by this point, and beaten Giovanni and things like that from Team Rocket. So,
you know, it's not scary. I always say that things are scary, but it's interesting to know that people will sit on there for 6 days doing commands just to see where they can get. And it's also interesting for us as consumers to see those people doing that, to see after 6 days, hey, they either beat the game or they got absolutely nowhere.
They're amazingly making progress considering how it's at low points 40,000 people playing at a time. At high points I saw up to 95,000 people.
This time was about
78,000 was playing one time when we last checked. But
that's amazing.
Yeah, and you can tell it also kind of reflects on our cultures here because whenever it's daytime for us, then no progress happens. But then when it becomes nighttime, the people over on the other side of the planet start playing, and they take over and beat a gym and get through Team Rocket Base.
It's just not only something to play, it's something to watch because from what I saw, it had about 12 million views. 78,000 users and 12 million views is interesting. So some people are just sitting there seeing where they go. It's almost like a television
show.
At
time of recording right now, it's in their 6th day of Twitch Plays Pokemon Red. So I'm not sure if it's still continuing at this point, but it is an amazing thing that we've never seen before, and it shows just how wacky tobacco the gaming population is.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's move it on to Dark Souls 2, which actually has a release date of March 11th of this year,
Seriously, it's that close?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only February. It's almost the end of it, too.
Jeez.
So it's almost around the corner. You get to play as a cursed person trying to find a cure.
Yep.
Go figure.
He's a knight. So, yeah, it's like a medieval-style fantasy game, but it's known for being one of the most difficult games ever released in the modern gen.
Almost like I wouldn't say almost, but I know that a lot of people say Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden, however you pronounce it, is one of the harder games. And would you say that this ranks up with that?
This probably puts that to shame.
Puts it to shame.
Yeah, a single hit from an enemy could kill you.
And it says there's still no easy mode.
There's still no easy mode.
There's still no easy mode.
There's just
no
more and
way
more
out.
difficult modes. And People compare this to the old-fashioned 1980s games, the NES games, that like you died, and if you can't finish the game, you don't get to see the end of the game. So that is how Dark Souls
That's real
has always
gaming.
been. Yeah, and
That's real gaming. It's
I love
almost
it.
like your whole autosave pack, and
I want to
you
play
learn
it.
your lesson.
I want to buy it because the original Dark Souls was put on Steam, but it was a terrible port. And it didn't have good controller functionality. It didn't even really work with keyboard. So I want an actual new experience.
Well,
It's gonna be fun.
maybe you can have a new experience with Mario Kart 8, which is released on
That
May
was a nice
30th.
segue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody
And
appreciate it back home.
appreciate it. Take some time. Stop. Let's stop. We work hard for you. Moving on, Mario Kart 8 words are hard. It's going to be released May 30th. And if you are a Mario Kart fan, you know how terrible or annoying, or maybe you loved Rainbow Road, but they're adding the anti-gravity level, which
Anti-gravity things, because Mario Kart 7, for people that haven't played like me, I haven't played since Mario Kart Wii, because I didn't have a 3DS at the time of Mario Kart 7 coming out. It included a bunch of things like air areas where you were on, like, hang gliders, and I believe there was underwater portions, but now there's anti-gravity parts too, which I'm assuming there's no traction. Like, you can't really power
There's no
slide
traction,
anything around
but,
corners and things.
power sliding is probably one of the best parts about
One of the
it.
best parts, especially on Mario Kart DS, where you could do it again and again and again, and it made you automatically win. Like, there were so many Japanese players that I played over Wi-Fi that just mastered that. One of them, when I finally beat them, they just quit immediately. Anyway,
You put them to shame, man, but it
Well,
is going to
that
be
one
available.
time, yeah.
It's going to be available on the Wii U console.
and you get to play as some new characters that are coming, the Koopalings, which are technically Bowser's children almost. In one of the games, he refers to him as his children, so they don't appear near as often as Bowser Jr., which is like the younger, like little one that's the main Bowser kid. But the Koopalings were the original children, and they're back all, I believe, 6 or 7 of them,
Ooh,
all playable.
Bowser
so-
needs to stop.
Yeah, no one knows where they came from or anything.
Illegitimate.
Thinking
Whoops.
about Mario Kart DS just reminds me of when Wi-Fi just started and I had to go to Panera Bread just to find out what Wi-Fi
Hope
was.
Panera Bread, their soups and sandwiches.
Their
and
overpriced mac and cheese, which was the only
desserts.
thing I enjoyed. Sorry.
Wow.
If you guys are
Our
this,
express
Panera Bread.
views are not the views expressed
This is not
by
the- yeah.
KWT Channel 8.
our
or
views are
Respect TV.
personal, and there will probably be some sort of little black screen that shows. Beep. Anyway, up next we have Writer's Room by Jacob.
Hubert.
Let's go to it during this break.
Disco ball.
No.
Boogie lights.
No.
Funk.
No.
Bell-bottom jeans.
No.
Afros.
No.
Oh, okay, the Jackson 5.
Leave Little Michael out of this.
But dude, come on, everything would improve. The music, the plot, the characters, the weapons, the music. I mean, how cool would it be if someone just jumped in and was like, hey, don't touch my little sister, I'm Big Daddy. Pow!
You're ridiculous, Trevor.
What are you guys talking about?
Trevor has been here for the past half hour trying to convince us that the Bioshock series should take place in the 1970s.
Oh, boss man, you're back.
Hey, sorry guys, I was sick last week, had the stomach flu. Do we have any ideas for content for the show?
Well, I don't have any ideas, but Skyrim is on Xbox Live for $10.
You say Skyrim?
Shut up.
Okay, so do we have any ideas for tech news?
Yeah, right here. Samsung Galaxy S5 apparently supposed to have a 64.
And I've got Delta. Gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I've got to run.
Where are you going?
I didn't tell you I'm taking today off early. I've got an interview at the hospital, gonna try and be a surgeon.
A surgeon position?
Do they even know that you're coming?
I mean, why would they even need to, man? I bet as soon as they see my skills, they'll hire me right on the spot.
Where'd you get your medical degree?
What medical degree, man? I play operation. You know how that goes, right? I'm just messing with you, man. I got my online degree, Sims U.
Like The Sims 3?
The one and only. I got that DLC on lockdown.
That is a scary thought.
You're gonna kill someone.
I'll be fine, Taylor. I've been owning my skills with a blade for hundreds of hours on Fruit Ninja and Metal Gear Rising.
And I suppose playing a first-person shooter makes you an excellent marksman.
Why not?
And I bet Cookie Mama has made you a world-class chef.
No, I do feel that Cooking Mama has improved my cooking abilities.
And you had the stomach flu last week?
Oh.
You can't have the mentality of a Barbie doll, alright? One day you're a rocket scientist, the next day you're a freaking stripper, now you're a surgeon. Like, find out what you want to do in life and stick with it, man.
He's got a good point. Things like that take years to accomplish with basic competency.
You know what? No, I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. You'll see. I'm gonna show you all what I'm capable of, okay? Except the stripper part. I'll leave that to Dom.
So, where were we?
Okay, I'm not stripping today, just to let you guys know. So, yeah.
Kickstarter hacked! Yes, you're back from the pack. But Kickstarter was hacked. That's an actual thing that happened. No credit card information was taken, just email and passwords. If you know what Kickstarter is, we talked about it a few times last semester. It's the website where you can go and gather money up for upcoming indie games that you would like to support. And we talked about the Mighty Number 9 and things like that last semester. Well, Kickstarter got hacked, and
hence the name Kickstarter.
And if you do have a account there, they suggest you change the password because they can access your information if they use that.
And that is a no-no.
Yep, I had to change my password. So
you have Kickstarter?
Yeah, I funded a few games. I helped fund a few. They give you the games if you pay enough. Talking about getting games, the Humble Indie Bundle number 11, which is a yearly Humble Bundle item that's used for PC games. Yeah.
Gold edition.
This year's amount, which is, there was 13 days left right now for when you can buy it.
Well, by the time you see
this, there'll probably be like 4 days or
just
so.
About. I can't count.
Yeah, but the Humble Indie Bundle releases a bunch of games every year, and you get to pay whatever you want from 1 cent up, and you get all these games that are listed every year. This year's games are Guacamelee Gold Edition, Dust and Elysian Tale, Guiana Sisters, Twisted Dreams.
The Swapper?
The Swapper.
I said Swapper.
Antechamber, Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine, and all soundtracks for the games. So every single downloadable soundtrack for a minimum payment of 1 cent.
But that's minimal, so you could pay more for...
You can pay more. I've seen...
For a multiple.
Well, no, 1 cent gets you everything.
Okay, so it says minimum payment, so...
Right, you choose what you want to pay.
Okay.
You support the game developers, the indie game developers, because these are all indie games. But they also mentioned that if you pay more than $4.46, there will be more games being added to it within the next week, and you get those too.
This is all cheap, so if I were you, I would take advantage of
I pick it up every year. It's 1 cent.
Yeah, it's probably going to cost more to take it off of your credit card than you're actually paying. So
Yeah.
That's how cheap it is. But let's go ahead and... did you have something else?
No, you start the next one.
I'll start the next one. All right. Next up, we have Super Smash Brothers, and there's a Super Smash Brothers character announced. And if you don't know, I suck at Super Smash Brothers, so I'm kind of sad that they make me talk about this or release this, but
I'm sorry that you had to start this one then.
yeah, this is a dark place. But Little Mac from Punch-Out was released. There's still no release date, so
Little Mac's a great character. He's a, if you know what Punch-Out is, it's a boxing game. It was an old-fashioned NES boxing game. It came back for the Wii about Wii U or Wii about a year ago.
came back from Nintendo.
Yep, and you battle against a bunch of boxers to become the greatest boxing champ in the world. And
It kind of seems appropriate.
he's known as Little Mac because he's only 4'8", so he's a little guy. And his trailer is really amazing for this game, and I'm really happy he's here. Even though some people on Miiverse, like the social media site for Nintendo, said, "Who's Little Mac? Does this mean the Shadow the Hedgehog gets to be put in? I want some more Sonic the Hedgehog characters."
Those angry
I can't
fanboys
wait.
and fangirls.
I can't wait for Dragon Ball Z to be put in. I want Goku. But anyway, there's still no release date announced.
So that means you can still look for it. So check that out. Coming up next is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes played.
Played for the first time. It's
Ground
not
Zeroes.
officially released, but a select few got to play it. It is technically a prequel to the official Metal Gear Solid 5 coming out. And it racks up about 2 hours of gameplay for the full price, which is it hurts a lot on some people because people want to get their monies out of it. They usually expect like 20 hours worth.
2
full
hours
price.
is.
I think it's like, I'm guessing $20, maybe 30.
2 hours though.
2 hours, but they say it's apparently amazing despite the length. That was it for Respawn TV, but stay right there.
Stay right there.
Stay right there because Project Delta is coming up next with another amazing game that you get to see Trevor struggle through and me talk over.
What game is it?
Really? I don't know yet.
You don't know.
No.
I guess that means you just have
That's
to find
my
out.
future self. Expect us. Welcome to Project Delta.
Hello.
Where we play games that you get to experience as we play them.
Yes.
A lot of different games we can play during this, but this time around, we're playing a little game that I found called Probably Archery. It's an indie game by Southeast Games. They say it's a combination, the guy that created this wanted it to be a combination of QWOP and Surgeon Simulator 2013. So,
That is a weird combination.
oh, it's going to be a fun combination. I tried it earlier today.
All right, well, it looks like I'm going to be the one trying this. Let's go with target practice. All right. What?
All right, since you can't see the controls due to some clipping on the TV screen, the basics of this is you hold the left click to grab an arrow.
Okay.
Your mouse moves your wrist.
Okay.
Holding Q and then moving the mouse moves your whole shoulder.
Okay.
Holding E and moving the whole mouse moves your forearm. And holding shift does the exact same stuff, only with the left arm.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, and you hold space while near the line to nook the arrow, but you're not close enough right now. You got it. Somewhere along. There we go. Okay. Now, keep holding it with your right arm. Pull back with the mouse. There you go. Now switch to your left arm,
okay.
and you can navigate it to aim at one of these targets.
Okay.
And when you're ready, let it fly.
Let's fly the arrows of war. Okay, so I'm gonna first stand this up. Oh, okay. Like that.
Oh, you lost it.
Oh, I let go of space.
Yes, you did.
Darn it. Okay, I got this. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's actually a really straight one.
Okay.
Now make sure you pull back that line with your right arm.
Okay, hold up.
You gotta raise tension on the bow.
I need to stop letting go of space. Okay, there we go. All right,
You might actually get one.
how do I
You let go of
left click?
Left click.
Yeah.
There it went. Over the horizon. You fired an arrow. You have to pull out an arrow and shoot this guy in the head before he gets you.
Oh God.
He's running in, screaming his head off.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, here we go. You lost. Restart, just press backspace. Let's try one last time with that one.
Okay. Okay. Pull out the arrow.
Here he comes.
Shift. Move. This.
Pot the arrow.
This.
Nook the arrow. Cock the arrow. Knock the arrow.
Okay.
Pull back.
Pull back. Shift.
Aim with the right.
Wrist.
Boom! You missed him.
Trust me. Just watch. Okay. Spacebar. E. 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 Nook it. Nook it. Nook. Ha. Okay. Wrist. No. Pull back. Now. Wrist. Now. Shukagiki.
Got him. Round 2. Now there's 2 of them.
What?
There's 2 of
Nook.
them coming.
Nook. 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 Nook.
Knock.
Okay.
Knock. Pot. Nook. Cock.
Nook.
You got him. Here comes the next one.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Roland.
Oh gosh.
You
got it. So round 3. You beat my high score.
Come on, nook it. Okay, shift.
Knock.
Oh, okay, wait. Oh God. Yeah.
He has a shield.
Girl.
I think you hit his shield. No.
I died, but I took his head off.
You died, but you took it with him. Him with you. So good. You were waggling the bow like a flashlight that wasn't turning on. You were like, "Arr!"
I'm going back to Warband. I'm going back to Warband, my favorite.
Oh, that was your favorite of them? Mm-hmm. All right, I like this one.
Okay.
I don't understand why I can't fire my bow.
Come on. Come on now. Come on now.
I like the visuals. That's why I bought it. Look at that clear sky. Look at those beautiful grasses.
Nope.
Sure, the sky is actually a picture, but it's a beautiful picture.
Come on. Come on. There we go. Hey. Gentlemen, fire your volleys.
I'm serious. You just fired into the ground.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Come on. Come on. Hook. Hook. Pull back. Hook.
Anybody that's watching this, when I saw trailers of this game, you just fired so straight into the floor. You just like some guy in China just was like, "Oh, what's this arrow doing here?"
Stop it. Stop it. Oh my gosh, that is so much simpler.
You're wrong because I looked at the trailers and I thought this game was easy too. But then I played this game and I realized it's torture.
Okay. Okay.
But it's a lovable torture.
Gentlemen, we are firing too far. Way too far.
Gentlemen, I'm starting to think that maybe I am bad at archery.
I will never give up my hopes to becoming the world's best archer. Let's do this again.
That was a great speech.
I will become
fired over his head.
The best way
and blew up.
The best way, gentlemen, to become the greatest archers is to face life-threatening situations with zero experience whatsoever.
What I like the most is when these apple men get close and kill you. You can see the heads inside the apple. Like, there are human heads inside them.
They just wear apple.
Well, yeah. I like to imagine that they're actually apple men. Apple men.
I keep firing too far to the left.
Apple men.
Come on, string it. Pull back. Gentlemen, ready, aim, and shoot them.
Shoot like 50 feet above their heads.
Okay, release shift. Okay, hold shift. Pull back. Boom. What?
His head was itsy bitsy tiny.
Too far. No.
I hope you can get a freeze frame of that. I want a freeze frame of his itsy bitsy tiny head because you could catch that.
I swear, I will get one wave of these guys.
He had a pea-sized head. Pea-sized head on a giant body. It was the most frightening head I've seen in a long time. No offense to tiny head people.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. Let's do another one of those. Okay.
No offense to Dick Daly.
Hut. Hut. Hi-yah!
People caught my in joke.
Come on, come on, hook it. Pull back. This is not going to end well for me.
I know that. I'm just hoping that some of them won't end well. You're going to fire over their heads.
I know. Okay, hut, hut, hey. Pop.
Point blank! You missed point blank.
Okay, shush.
Okay, how about this be the last time, okay? This is the
last time for this game mode.
For this game mode, you want to keep going after this?
I want to do the one-on-ones, not the army.
Oh, the don't miss one?
No, the Berserker.
Oh, the Berserker. He wants to beat his high score, but then we're gonna sum it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
This one's, I have faith in this one.
I don't. I'm gonna be point blank here, unlike your arrows, which you just fired straight into the dirt like a grounder to first base. I don't believe you. Moreover, I don't believe in you, but I don't believe you either.
We're getting some. We're getting
Wow,
somewhere.
They're actually doing this bit.
Come on, gentlemen. Do not give up hope.
You got some guys in the back. That's not gonna work. You missed.
I missed
Tiny
the,
head.
I missed the one guy.
Tiny head, big ears.
Okay.
All right, you ready to go off?
I
to
will.
the-
I will put. I'll put this
singles?
away. No, I'm good.
No,
I'm
you
good.
good?
This was fun. This was really fun.
This was fun.
Probably Archer.
This was.
I am probably
Yeah.
an Archer now.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say that I've had some experience.
This was one of the most.
I am for hire if you need a general in your armies.
Pretty sure this was the most frustrating game we've played on Delta.
No, not frustrating at all. It was really, really fun. I don't
was?
see how people get frustrated at this.
Because people realize when they can't like set up a single shot.
No, okay, your first 5 minutes, you're gonna be like, what do I do? What do I do? These don't move like my hands do. And then by the end, I was like, let's do this.
Sing with me, friend. What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know the last parts, but
It was a rhyme, though.
How can they get this game?
How can you get this game? This game is on sale and on the Steam Market, the Steam Marketplace store for $9.99 on sale day. I believe it's $19.99 regular price. So welcome back to Goodbye from Project Delta. It was fun. Probably archery.
Ladies
Check
and
it out
gentlemen,
and buy it on a sale
we are
day.
with Respawn TV every Monday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m. We hope to see you there so we can enjoy probably archery.